Okay, welcome back. Last time we managed to defeat Elisa at the Nimbasa City Gym and make our way all the way over to Driftveil City. And I'm just going to state this out right, today's episode is going to be a little bit disjointed, so let's quickly grab the expert belt here. So basically, I'm going to do the first half of today's episode, which will be the cooled storage. Then I'm probably going to have to go and do grinding to be able to, not just immediately wipe out to clay. So pretty much there'll be a cut about halfway through the episode once we're done with cooled storage. And so also 10 out of 10 I can buy Moo Moo Milk now, so that's going to be my healing item for most of the remainder of the game. I know there's an incense store here, but I think that's only in Black and White 2. However, I'm also, now that I have 4 badges, I'm also adding a new rule. Because, as you've probably noticed with every notable trainer in the game, they have an ace. Like, they have their kind of signature Pokemon. It's a couple of levels higher than anything else they have. So, as a result of that, I'm going to allow myself to also have an ace Pokemon, which will allow it to go 2 levels over the level cap. Like, this could, in theory, make it a bit too strong. Again, maybe that's a bit too much leeway to give myself. However, as a kind of counterbalance to that, I'm going to say that that Pokemon has to stay on the team at all times until it dies, and I can't just move the title of the ace Pokemon to something else. Like, it is the ace until it dies. So pretty much I'm going to have my Duart as the ace, and it will remain as such until it becomes Samurott. Well, even when it becomes Samurott. And even then, it stays it until it dies. Then I could move it on to Zebstrika or Krokorok or something. And honestly, I will state this straight up. This could prove disastrously bad. It could be it could have been a terrible decision on my part to try something like this. But I just wanted to, just to see how it goes. And hopefully we can get through this whirlipede. So yeah, I just want to include that, and so basically, I can go 2 levels over the level cap with that one specific Pokemon. I can get rid of Rock Smash for revenge here, I think. But as a counterbalance, it has to stay on the team even in a situation where it may not exactly be ideal to do so. So for example, I would love to have... Actually, a bad example would be if I used Cottony for this, because I have a Cottony in the box. Let's say I put that on the team, chose it as the ace, and used it for this gym, because the next gym is ground type. Let's say I do that, win, and then, oh no, the next 2 gyms after this are flying type and ice type. I probably wouldn't really want it on the team, at that point. But hey, well, I can't just move it now, so it would be in a dangerous situation. And I probably just wouldn't use it, but whatever. It'll be fine. So I'm also just going to fight these kids, because, well, why not? Also, first appearance of Joltik in the game. Love to see Joltik. Honestly, so I would like to ask a good question. This is a bug electric type. How come we just challenged a bug gym and an electric gym back to back, and not a single person had one? I would quite like to know that. Because, it's a little bit strange. Okay, and this kid also has a Dwebble. So once again, this will be very easy, and pretty much, I think... Actually, how long is cooled storage? I don't think cooled storage should take that long. I think it should probably be like 10-15 minutes. So this episode might go a little long depending on how long the gym takes, but I think it should go into 1 episode anyway. Anyway, let's quickly just cycle back to the Pokemon Center and heal up before we head into... Wait, I didn't even get my encounter yet. What am I doing? Okay, so let's quickly run back. I also remembered that there's a couple of items I can pick up in town. There's this old guy who will give you a shell bell. Well, I don't remember what the criteria is for it, though. So I might not be able to get it right now. And I'm pretty sure the person who gives you the pledge moves is also here. But honestly, I don't really need Fire, Water, or Grass pledge. To be totally honest, I've never actually sat down and used those moves in any capacity. Because it's like, oh, you're meant to use them as a combo. But why? Like, why would I use these? They seem a little bit pointless. I'm sure that there's a situation like in a triple battle where they might be usable. but honestly it seems a little bit kind of pointless. Anyway, we can now go and get our encounter for cold storage, which will be Timber's dupes. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind getting a Timber again, but I'm gonna pass on it just for now because it would be dupes. I've also just also I hadn't thought about it while I was deciding on what I wanted to make V8. Vanillite is a very welcome encounter, and also it's a low enough level. It's not a lowland, it is a low enough level, but it should still have Icy Wind, which is actually very nice because otherwise it'd be stuck with Avalanche as its only ice move for ages. I think it learns Ice Beam at like late 30s, early 40s or something. So, you know, I would like to at least have some form of stab ice move for it. And also, this is our first potential ice type of the game. And I don't remember if I've mentioned it in previous playthroughs. I really like the ice type. Like, I know that statistically it kinda sucks. Like, it's, you know, it has a lot of weaknesses and everything. But I do genuinely really like ice types. It's one of my favorite typings. It's like Ice, Dark, Fire, Dragon, Ghost are probably my top 5. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly thunder away for this. Now the question is, can this thing take a quick attack? I mean, it more than likely can, so I'm just gonna go for it. Because honestly, this thing has pretty solid physical defense. Okay, it has up roll, so that's probably gonna do decent damage. And also means it can't get put to sleep, which is kinda nice. So let's hopefully just catch this Vanillite. No prizes for assuming that I don't have any names planned for this thing, because guess what? I don't. And while I actually go back to the box to check on that, and also to heal... Actually, do I need to heal? So, I need to actually double check that. How much damage did I take? But yeah, hopefully we can get through cold storage without any real incidents here. Actually, yeah, I think I'm okay. I should be okay there. And we get an ether, and also I did just buy it. Yeah, I just bought enough Moo Moo Milks to probably, you know, keep myself going for ages. So, yeah, that should be fine. Also, 10 out of 10. Vanillite was actually the only new encounter I could have gotten that wasn't Ordino. Like, I think maybe a Molga can appear here, but otherwise it's basically just Timber. Actually, let's quickly encounter what this is. It's probably just an Ordino, but hey, 3 EXP is free EXP. And, you know, I quite like getting that free EXP. So, let's quickly just land Revenge on this. Probably just one shot. Watch as this puts us to sleep now. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love being able to predict the future for my own inconvenience. Okay, so hopefully we can just one-shot this thing with Revenge. And we will actually get a TM for one of the best moves in the game. Quite literally inside the cold storage building. Because, well, inside the cold storage building is where you find the TM for Scald, which is, one, really powerful. It's base 80, so it would actually be a direct upgrade. Of course, Ordino lives on 1. So, yeah, it would be a direct upgrade to Water Pulse. And instead of potential confusion, it would be a potential burn. And considering Clay's ace is an Excadrill, that is actually a very good thing. I'm going to quickly run back and heal, so I might as well check on my 2 Pokemon I've caught. I say 2 because I think I forgot to show what the Ducklet we caught at the end of the last episode had as well. So let's have a quick look at both of those. And this is suddenly starting to... looking at the timer, I'm starting to think that I might not actually get the gym done in this episode. I hope I can, because it would be a little bit awkward if I set up. It's going to be a bit weirdly paced. Okay, so we have Hasty Nature. That isn't ideal. It's plus speed minus physical defense. And we had a Sassy Ducklet. You know what? I can't complain about that. Like, it's not the best... Like, it isn't the best nature for it, but I like the idea of a Sassy Ducklet. I think that... Like, on paper, that sounds kind of funny. That, and I think in the... I think there was one episode of the anime where there was 3 ducklets that was stealing stuff. Anyway, I think that kind of tracks. Anyway, here's Sharon. Basically, he's like, hey, do you think Team Plasma could be in there? I don't like cold places, but we have to check. And there should be a heart scale up here, I think. Okay, 10 out of 10. I got pretty good at remembering where heart scales are, because I really like having heart scales to relearn moves. Spoiler alert, I will not have enough heart scales by the end to probably get everything I want, but I don't want to just gen them in, because I feel like that would be cheating. Okay, so, obviously, cool storage. It's rather cold in here. Well, still, is there anything more important than strength for trainers, like the champion said? And, oh, I'll never understand just by thinking about it. What a bother. Let's hurry up and check the inside. Do we fight this guy? No, we do not. Okay, so this is just the way back, but I'm going to pick up this netball now, even though there isn't an encounter inside. Because, well, this is just a place of business, really. And there we go. Immediately, we have the TM for Scald, which is a very important pickup. I'm not actually going to teach it to do-what just yet, though. And we can actually just go through here and deal with everything. To be honest with you, I think I'm actually just going to use do-what for most of the things in here. I think the people in here have, like... I think most of them just have Timber and Herdia and stuff. I think they mostly just have the Pokemon from outside. And of course, the first person has a Pansear. Because of course, we can never be free from the curse of the elemental monkeys when we're playing early game Unova. Okay, I say early game Unova, we're about halfway through now, I think. Okay, so a Timber, so let's just a Water Pulse first. To be honest, Water Pulse is okay, and Scald does suddenly become a lot scarier concept. Scald suddenly becomes a lot scarier of a concept when it's like, oh no, it might have Guts. And I don't think Confusion boosts Guts. I think Guts is just Poison, Paralysis, or Burn. So, yeah, that's a thing. And now that I think about it, if I got a Burn... Like, if I got a Burn with it, I would, like, cut its attack in half, then bring it up with Guts. So I think it would still actually be, like, a net minus for them. I don't know all of the internal maths on it, but I think that's how that works. Okay. Okay, this person has a Panpour. So now the question is, will there be someone in here who has a Pansear? My guess is probably. And I'm just going to go for Revenge. Okay, if I go for Bite, so now we just retaliate with the Revenge. You know, not to be confused with the move Retaliate. And we don't quite one-shot, but we should actually just finish it off with a Razor Shell. 10 out of 10, great work, Duart. And we go up to level 30. And because it's now designated as the ace, it can go 2 levels over the level cap, as I like to, you know, remind multiple times, apparently. Actually, wait, that could become Samurott by the time I actually fight Clay. That might be a bit excessive. That could actually prove to be excessive. I'll be honest, I have my level caps. Like, I've had the level cap at the top of the screen, but I've barely, like, gotten to them. Like, they're kind of, like, I have the level caps, but I haven't, like, pushed myself to them each time. As you'll have seen through the playthrough so far. And I'm actually gonna swap. You know what, no. I'll just stick it out with Tomoe for now and just kind of continue to cut my way through everything in here. I know that I have a fight with Team Plasma at the end of here, but I'm not too worried about it. I am suddenly very worried about this, though, because that is a Gerda. Maybe I should have led with Krokorok here. Okay, I'm going to go for Water Pulse, because this thing's definitely weaker on its special defense. And we do have pretty solid special attack. Okay, of course I get a crit at a very good time for once. To be totally honest, I think I would actually gain more benefit from... I've lost my train of thought. Oh, no, it's not. It's contrary to its design, and the Oshawott line actually has better special attack than physical. I really think it should have been the other way around. But then again, Hisuian Samurott does have a higher special. No, Hisuian Samurott has a stronger physical attack stat. I think it also got, like, the Blade Work ability, or whatever it's called. The one that increases the power on slashing moves. Which I think... I want to say Gallade got that in Scarlet and Violet. I might be wrong on that. And also, I don't need to worry about this Vanillite, because I'm pretty sure that Freeze Dry does not exist until Gen 6. I think Freeze Dry is introduced in Gen 6, and I'm pretty sure it's like... I think it's only like Lapras, Aurorus, and a couple of other Pokemon even got it at that point. So let's hopefully be able to just breeze through this. Okay, chip away isn't going to do any more than it would normally do. And we can just finish this off with another water pulse, and we can be on our way. Also, with how many timbers I'm fighting, I probably should have actually put Gothita in. Cause, wait, that guy said he did training for Isserus Gym? Okay. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So that's also the game's way of saying, hey, you're going to be fighting an ice gym a bit later. I mean, I've played through this game many times. I was very well aware of the fact that I was going to be dealing with an ice gym later. And also, I've played this game a ton of times. I've never actually noticed I could just walk past here. So, yeah, never noticed that before, and I don't know how. Anyway, this guy is clearly not handling the cold very well. Unfortunate that he's working in, you know, cool storage. Okay, so, another timber. Let's just go with Tomoe once again, and hopefully just breeze through things. I should really start healing, because, well, I'm, you know, a bit low on the old HP bar. Okay, chip away will probably do like 16. Okay, chip away at about half. I might actually just swap out now, depending on what comes in. Because, actually, regardless of what comes in, I should probably swap out unless I knew I could one-shot. Okay, that's another timber. They'll probably go for chip away again. You know what, I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to go to Gothita. Honestly, I probably should have gone to Darumaka. I should have gone to Darumaka or something, just so I could get the attack EVs. But honestly, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. I'm doing a regular playthrough. I don't think I need to worry that much about the EV distributions and everything. And Psybeam falls just a teensy bit short of killing. And I know that Gothita evolves at, I think it evolves at 32 and then 41. I'm pretty sure it has the same level evolutions as... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it evolves at the same levels as, whatchamacallit, Solosis does. Because Solosis definitely becomes Duosian at 32, then Reuniclus at 41. So I imagine the Gothita and Gothitelle evolutions are at the same time. Okay, Mirror Shot. Good to know we'll be getting that for Vanilla in the near future. Because that is a pretty nice stab, not a stab move, and a pretty nice steal move to kind of hold us over until we can get Flash Cannon. Because I know it also gets Flash Cannon. And that is a very good move to have. Also, I'm very glad that I have that Vanillite now and a couple of other options. Because, man, my team is really bad for fighting ground types, huh? You know, with the fire, ground, and rock type being there. No, definitely, we're definitely good for fighting these ground types. Okay, so let's just, you know, use one Moo Milk, get Tomoe back up, and another to heal Gothita, and then we can just head right on in here, because, well, you know, it's the one open container. I wonder where Team Plasma's hiding. Okay. Oh, is someone in there? Yeah, I think so. So let's quickly just head on in, and now we just see a Team Plasma just kind of huddling together for warmth, because now we meet Zinzalin, who cannot handle the cold. All of you huddle around me, I can't take this cold. Whatever, I can't believe you are really hiding. If it's a bother, but if you're cold, shall I show you outside? Pokemon are our king's friends. Well, we're taking care of them. We can't let any harm to them come. Sorry, we can't let any harm to come to them here. That's a combination of words I was looking for. Everyone drive these intruders away. Understood, Zinzalin? Put them up, because here we come. Okay, so we have to fight 4 people. Wait, do we? Yeah, we have to fight 4 people. Let's each take care of one side. So, this will be hilariously easy. Because, well, it's Team Plasma. They are kind of a joke. I mean, they're grunts for an evil team. Of course, they're kind of a joke, but you know what I mean. Okay, so, Sandile, level 28. Okay, we got hit with the Intimidate. That makes no difference to me, because I am going to click Water Pulse and be on my way. Honestly, I should actually stop using Tomoe, so I can kind of just use it. I should stop using my Duo, so I can actually use it in the gym. And that is a Watchog. I'm just going to let it attack me for once. Of course it goes for Confuse Ray. Why wouldn't it? I feel like there's... No... I was going to say I don't think there's a status ailment that annoys me more than Confusion. But no, I absolutely get irritated by like sleep and attract way more. Like, attract is just a nightmare status ailment for me to deal with. I don't know why. Like, it's just one of those things where, like, whenever anything, like, uses attract or pops cute charm, it's like, oh, my Pokemon just isn't moving now. Okay. So, well, there we go. There goes Plasma Grunt number 1. So what I'm gonna do now is, what do you have? Okay, that still had the Mr. Quarter, so let's quickly just put that back on. And who has the EXP share? Does anyone have the EXP share? I mean, like, kind of soft sand. Okay, so I'm going to give Goffy the EXP share just for now. I think. Okay, yeah, there it is. That's the big mushroom. I pressed down one too many times. There we go. There's the EXP share. Because I have the Eviolite on Darumaka just for its defensive sake. And, yeah. So pretty much, I'm now going to hopefully be able to get through the rest of this with just Goffy. I say that, watch as they all just have, like, Scraggy and stuff now. 10 out of 10. I chose the right time to go to this, actually. Because, what? Hey, it's actually a Trubbish and not a Dark type. So I'll just go straight for Psybeam. We should be able to take a takedown. Okay, that actually took the takedown surprisingly well. Because Trubbish actually has pretty okay attack stats. Well, pretty okay physical attack stat anyway. Its special attack isn't amazing. And of course, we got poisoned. Great. Either way, there goes the Trubbish. Simple as that. And... wait. Okay. Okay, they are getting sleepy from the cold. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that you should avoid doing that. I'm pretty sure that's a bad thing. I love how all of them are basically just like, you know, for this group, I'm pretty strong, actually. It's like, your Pokemon are still basically getting one shot. Okay, they go to a Liepard, which means we are absolutely getting hit with Fake Out turn 1, and I don't have anything with Inner Focus to stop that. Never mind, they actually went for Pursuit, and Fire Punch will just one-shot here. Honestly, Hustle is proving to be a lot less of a problem than I was thinking it would be. Because Hustle, like, it increases your physical attack damage, but also lowers your accuracy. But apparently, Darumaka just didn't get the memo, and apparently just doesn't miss. And also, Darumaka, tragically, will not evolve until after this gym. So it's probably going to be going just, it's probably just going to be going in the PC for the next gym. Because, honestly, I'm a bit worried about the idea of sending Darumaka into a ground-type gym. Okay, we have Watchog. And I just lead with Darumaka, and we should just be able to Fire Punch this thing to death. Because, well, we might not one-shot, because it is an evolved Pokemon. Super Fang is guaranteed to do half. And there's the miss. Great. Okay, there's the Confuse Ray. I think I'm going to swap out Regardless, just as... like, after this turn, I'm going to swap out Regardless just as a safety precaution. But we do land the Fire Punch, so I guess Darumaka gets a pretty solid parting shot in. And it gets the burn. Meaning we're pretty much going to take no damage on the switch in. And let's just go to Ixion, because, well, I want to get a little bit more screen time for Zebstrika, who also will not be seeing this gym. Because, well, what use is my Zebstrika going to be doing in a ground-type gym? Like, yeah, it outspeeds everything, but it's not going to do any real damage. Like, it could maybe do Flame Charge on the Excadrill, but it is absolutely not one-shotting... yeah, it is not one-shotting an Excadrill with a Flame Charge. If I'm, like, 20 levels higher than it, maybe. But, obviously, we aren't 20 levels higher than it. Okay, so... let's just attack real quick. And that should finish off the Scraggy. This has taken a lot longer than I expected it to. So I might actually move around the plan for the episode. Anyway, with that, now Clay and the police turn up. Well, not the police, the people that work here. Well, I'll be hiding in a chilly old place like this. You guys take these Pokemon robbers. Okay, so with that, Team Plasma just get politely escorted out. You know, politely being, I guess, the operative word, but hey, that's them sorted out, and we can now go and challenge this gym. Okay, so now I got a couple of options on what to do. You guys ain't so bad. Yep, a promise is a promise. Come on and challenge my gym. So what does Sharon have to say? Whatever, Team Plasma is ideal, separating people and Pokemon. It's exactly the same as not having Pokemon in the world at all. So that bunch is just a waste of oxygen. It's cold, so I'm getting out of here. Meanwhile, me, resident cold enjoyer, is going to pick up this Never Melt Ice. Because why not? I might as well. I did just catch an ice type. So now we can just, fortunately this does have just a nice little shortcut back to the start here. Simple as that, and we are out of here. And now I have a couple of little things I can do. So, obviously, looking at the time, that took longer than I expected it to. So, the gym isn't actually going to be this episode, the gym will be the next episode. But, I do have a couple of things I can do. I can go and continue the next little bit of the story, I could go and get my next encounter. No, I'll save the encounter on Route 6 for after the gym, I think. Because I can just leave. Like, I could just, you know, hop on the bike, go out here. Also, after we beat Clay, we'll have to fight Bianca here. So that isn't exactly ideal. So let's pick up this, we find an wormhole. So that's kind of nice. I don't get access to Mistralton Cave until I beat the Mistralton Gym. I think that's the TM for Poison Jab there, or something. But yeah, I could just get my encounter out here, but I'll save that for next time. I think I can get, like, Shelmet, Carablast, Tranquil, Dieling, or I think Fungus out there. But obviously, Fungus is absolutely a, like, whatchamacallit, a static encounter as well. Okay, so, yes, Getsus again. Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Getsus of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon. What's this? It seems as if there's been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people. Well, that sounds real nice if it's true. I may not talk pretty, but at least I'm an honest man. And you talk real nice, but what you're saying sounds like lying. And so tell me plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftveil City, and we have many, many more members besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you've won this without a fight. Fine, take him and get. I can't do a good, like, I'm from the Old West voice. A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Your grasp of the situation is outstanding. Well then, we'll be taking our colleagues off your hands. So, the thing is, Zinzolin is, like, the most dedicated to Getsus of the Seven Sages. Don't worry, my fellow son of the King, we're two of the Seven Sages, are we not? Well then, everyone, I expect that we'll meet again somewhere else. Well, that's real. Sorry to let a Team Plasma go after you tracked them down, fellas. So, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. And, well, we will be doing that soon. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Getsus isn't just an ordinary person. Anyway, I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Actually, I'm going to win my gym badge in a flawless victory. I mean, big words from Sharon there. I like the confidence, though. Anyway, so with that, we now have that done. I'm still bad at reading things, and I'm just going to quickly... Did I already heal? I think I did. I did, in fact, heal. So, today's going to be just a teensy bit of a shorter episode, but I'm going to end this one off here, and in the next episode, we'll be challenging Clay for our 5th badge, then probably making our way up to, and maybe even through the Charged Stone Cave, depending on how long that takes. Anyway, I'm going to end this one off here. Feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.